If you made it to this video, video number 6 in this series, you're getting closer to the truth. As I stated, videos 3, 4, 5, and now this one 6 are actual serious videos. The rest of my videos with the pipe and the headband were a joke. They were a ruse to see if you could get at the truth, to see if you could judge properly, to look at someone properly, and see if what they say and how they dress really affects you, what your perceptions are. As I stated in the previous videos, you're being fooled. You're voting for people based on what they say, where they're from, their accents, how they dress, their promises. Do you really believe that? Do you really believe the people in office right now with the stimulus package are going to help you? I've asked a series of questions. You can go back to the serious videos in this series 3, 4, 5 to check out those questions. But let's move on. Mr. Bob Basso has created a few videos. We the People, the stimulus package. Do you really believe that rallying around a fictitious character, actually a real character, but I call it a fictitious character because we don't really know what Thomas Paine thought and what he would have said today. Now maybe what Bob Basso portraying this character, maybe this is in fact what Thomas Paine would have said. We don't know for sure. But let's talk about Bob Basso for a minute. Let's talk about rallying around one person, about what he says in the Thomas Paine videos. Is what he's saying what you want? Is what he's saying is the truth? On the surface it appears to be so, and perhaps it is. Perhaps you believe those things. Perhaps Mr. Basso is trying to start a fair, a clean, a legal revolution. Perhaps he's trying to make a point. But you don't know Bob Basso. I don't know Bob Basso. Let's watch and see what Bob Basso does. Is he going to become part of the establishment which has gotten us into this problem in the first place? If Bob Basso's portrait of Thomas Paine, and apparently what Bob Basso believes is true, will he go on the talk shows? Will he sign the book deal? Will he go meet the president? And if he does all those things, is he becoming part of the establishment that got us into trouble? What are his real motives? I don't know. Perhaps he started something good. Perhaps he hasn't. But for you to rally around one person and one set of ideas, is that not what got us into trouble in the first place? By voting for people that you believed in, who said and promised you certain things, and got into power, and didn't do anything for you. What is Bob Basso and Thomas Paine going to do for you? Is this the rallying point to get you to wake up finally? And why is this one video or 2 videos or 3 videos or however many videos this gentleman is going to produce, why is this only waking you up now? If in fact his videos are good and true, and what he says is the truth, and I don't know that for sure, and I don't know what his motives are, but why has it taken somebody dressed as Thomas Paine for some of you to wake up? I don't understand that. And why are you rallying around one person again? Is there something deeper and more truthful you should be doing? Why are you making Thomas Paine and Bob Basso the figure for the next second American Revolution? Ask those questions to yourself. Think about them. Am I here to criticize Thomas Paine and Bob Basso if they're doing what's right, as Bob Basso is portraying Thomas Paine? Is he actually trying to do something right and correct for the country? I don't know that. I'm not sure. But why one or two videos to get you to wake up, to see what's happening only now? To rally around one person? Let's watch and see what Mr. Basso does with his new fame. If he becomes part of the establishment, which got us into trouble, or if he actually means what he says. Like I said, let's see how many book deals are signed, talk show appearances. I'm not saying he'll do that, but let's watch and see. Let's see if he's serious. Let's see if he's right and correct. Let's see if there's something more going on here that you should be thinking about than Bob Basso and the Thomas Paine video. There'll be future serious videos. Just one thing to think about. There'll be many more if you can find the rest of the videos that are serious. Look deep into the questions that I'm asking you. Open your mind and think about what you're doing. Think about the problems. Think about the people in power. Think about why it took one or two videos by a gentleman to start waking you up. And do you really think that all Americans are going to rally around this Thomas Paine video and Bob Basso and start a second revolution? Is that the answer? You might believe that's the answer. Maybe it is the answer. But is there something deeper? Think about it. I'll get back to you.